Focus is freedom. Most people think focus is restriction. They imagine focus as narrowing options, blocking everything else out, forcing the mind to obey, holding attention in place through discipline. But fragmentation is often the real restriction. Fragmentation does not feel like restriction at first. It can feel open. Many options are available. Many signals are present. Many directions are possible. The person can switch. They can sample. They can scan. They can respond, but they cannot stay. That is the cost of fragmentation. Fragmentation is divided access. The system has contact with many things, but continuity with none of them. Attention keeps moving. The task never fully opens. The problem never fully reveals itself. The next meaningful action remains unclear because the system does not stay long enough to see it. This is why focus has to be understood differently. Focus is not control. Focus is access. Focus is not restriction. Focus is release from fragmentation. Focus is not stimulation. Focus is activation organized around what matters. Most people notice focus only when it is missing. They sit down to work and feel scattered. They try to read and lose the thread. They begin a task and drift toward another signal. They want to stay with something, but attention keeps being pulled apart. From the outside, this looks like distraction. But inside the system, the deeper issue is divided access. Attention cannot gather. And without gathered attention, meaningful work becomes harder to enter. EL1X1R teaches that focus begins upstream. Mood, state, attention, focus, meaningful work. Focus becomes possible when mood, state, attention, and meaning align. A restless mood may make scattered states more available. A tense mood may make vigilant states more available. A fragmented state may make divided attention more likely. A stable state allows attention to become more available. And when attention becomes available around what matters, focus can appear. This means focus is not simply the act of paying attention. Focus is the state in which attention becomes organized. It is not just attention pointed at an object. It is attention held in a condition where meaningful engagement becomes possible. That condition matters. A person can look at a task without entering it. They can sit in front of the work without inhabiting the work. They can appear present while attention remains divided. Focus is different. Focus gives attention continuity. It allows the system to stay with the task, the problem, the board, the work, or the moment, long enough for meaning to become visible. This is why focus can feel like freedom. Not because everything else disappears. Not because the person has conquered distraction. Not because the mind has been forced into obedience. Focus can feel like freedom because attention is no longer being pulled apart by every signal. The system can remain. It can see. It can care. It can continue. It can make the next meaningful move. This is the release inside focus. The ability to remain. The ability to see. The ability to care. The ability to continue. The ability to act from continuity rather than fragmentation. This strengthens one of the central EL1X1R definitions. Focus is organized activation. Energy is activation. Stimulation is activation. Urgency is activation. Restlessness is activation. But activation alone is not focus. Without organization, activation becomes noise. The person may feel alert. They may feel charged. They may feel mentally active. But the activation does not gather. It does not settle around what matters. It moves, but it does not organize. With organization, activation becomes focus. The system has energy, but the energy has direction. Attention has availability, but it also has continuity. The person is not merely awake. They are able to stay. This is why focus cannot be reduced to caffeine, stimulation, or intensity. Those may increase activation, but they do not automatically create focus. Focus requires activation to be organized around what matters. Focus also does not appear from nowhere. Mood shapes which states become available. State makes attention more or less available. Regulation helps protect the conditions from which attention can gather. Recovery clears residue that keeps the system noisy. Inputs shape mood and state before focus begins. These layers matter because focus is entered through conditions, not forced by command. A person may try to focus sincerely. They may care about the work. They may understand the task. But if the system is still fragmented, attention may not gather easily. This is not a moral failure. It is a state condition. The system must become available for the work. This is why EL1X1R treats focus as a state transition. The movement is from fragmentation toward calm commitment, from scattered access toward continuity, from activation without organization toward meaningful cognitive work. The transition matters because attention must be gathered before meaningful work can begin. This is why focus becomes central to the category. Focus is not a productivity trick. It is not a discipline slogan. It is not a stimulation effect. Focus is the condition in which attention becomes available for what matters. The question is not simply, how do I force myself to focus? The better question is, what would allow attention to gather around what matters? Fragmentation is divided access. Focus is release from that division. Focus is freedom because it releases attention from fragmentation and allows the system to stay with what matters.